Hello, welcome to this open mic. Um, yeah, I think I'll just wait for a few more people to show up. And then, I want to share the story about the brown M&Ms. So, hello, oh my god, there's already people showing up. I've never seen these people. Hello, welcome, welcome. Have you ever heard the story about the brown M&Ms? It's hello, P. Sit all random. Yeah. So this is an allegory, and it's an important allegory about this concept of blink or thin slicing, right? Sometimes a little thing can be an indication of a bigger problem, and that's what the story of the brown M&Ms is all about, right? So apparently the Van Halen, I don't know if you remember him and his concerts, the band Van Halen and the rocker David Lee Roth. Whenever he went to these local concerts and their promoters and their venues, he had a very unusual clause in the contract. He wanted a bowl of M&Ms to be provided backstage, but with all of the brown candies removed, or the show would be canceled, right? And he had canceled at least one show for that reason. The contract was very clear: no brown M&Ms. So why do you think that is? Do you think this guy was just crazy or insane, or was he a genius for doing this? Let me know in the comments below. All right, I'll tell you the answer. In the memoir Crazy from the Heat, the brown M&M clause actually was a test to see whether the promoter had read the details of the contract. Reading the fine print was important because the contract was in effect a checklist of steps that needed to be taken to set up the stage safely. If the directions weren't followed exactly, people could be injured. And in fact, in at least one case, uh, it turns out the concert venue, which had the brown M&Ms, also had a stage that could have collapsed. That was very unsafe. And that's why he started adding the brown M&M clause, especially in smaller regional venues where local crews might make technical errors with the setup. It paid off because in Colorado, the local promoter had failed to read weight requirements and the equipment would have fallen through the arena floor. Hi, K Hall. Just finished telling the story about the brown M&Ms. Are you familiar with the story of the brown M&Ms and the band Van Halen? It's about knowing the importance of the details, right? But not only that, it's about the fact that sometimes little things are warning signs of bigger things, and that's how you can notice even people's character, right, in communities. That's why I like to observe a person over a period of time, their pattern of behavior, not just one thing they do, but something they do over and over again, or something they don't do over and over again. Sometimes the lack of something can also be an indication, right? And of a person's character, especially if you are looking to be in a long-term friendship, long-term relationship, or even a business partnership, you have to look at the little details and the little early warning signs. And that's what the story of the brown M&Ms is all about. Hi, Teenager Tonks. Hello, welcome. Do you know the story of the brown M&Ms and Van Halen? The band and the contract that he put in every one of his concert venue contracts, that he wanted a bowl of M&Ms but with the brown M&Ms removed. Let me know in the comments below if you know the story and about why he did that. I just explained that you just got here, so I don't know if you heard me explain. Hey. I'm waiting. Just waiting because I know there's a lag. Yeah, so apparently, you know the famous band Van Halen, right? Van Halen was a very famous band in the late 80s. It was a rock band. David Lee Roth was the main person, the rocker of that band. And he had a contract clause in every one of his with the concert venues and their promoters. In the clause was the clause that backstage he wanted a bowl of M&Ms, but with the brown M&Ms removed. And in at least one or two cases, he actually canceled the contract because the brown M&Ms were not removed. Now, was he just being cruel? Was he just being judgmental? No, because what happened was in at least one case, the venue that didn't have the brown M&Ms removed, they didn't read the contract properly. They didn't read the checklist of other requirements, not just the brown M&Ms, but there were other problems with the venue. In one case, they didn't read the weight requirements, and had they done the concert, the equipment would have fallen through the arena floor, and they would all have fallen through the stage and, got injured or maybe died. So it was a test of whether they had actually read the contract and read through all of the checklists. It was a quick test. Instead of going through the stage and measuring the weight requirements, you can just look at through the M&Ms and see if there was a brown M&M. It was simple. It was a simple test. It was a quick test to see if they had read through all, because it was in the fine print, right? So somebody who reads through the fine print and actually looked for the details, right, would have known for the weight requirements. So again, to me, that story is a lesson also about boundaries and warning signs about people and their character. For example, I knew a woman who would, on Facebook Messenger, who would block men if in their first message all they said was hi and they didn't say anything. Or hi, how are you? Like, it would be like an immediate block. And you would think, wow, that's crazy or cruel. But she used to do tests sometimes where instead of blocking them, she would try to engage with those men, and predictably, they would turn out to be just violent. They would turn out to be hitting on her, and when she rejected them, they would start, cussing her out. So the fact that they would just say hi without saying anything else in the first message was an indication of bigger things. So yeah, so it's a lesson about you gotta learn how to do thin slicing, know that little things like that are an indication of bigger things. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say in this live. If you want to share a poem or something, you can request to be on the live. Otherwise, I think I'll just stop the live, probably. And sometimes it's just a gut feeling too. Like sometimes it's not even something specific, but being able to tie in uh, the logic and the intellect to your own gut feeling by noticing the little warning signs in a very logical way can be a great ability, like a superpower for you. Yeah, it's an important ability to develop, I think. No poems. Yeah, that's fine. How's your website coming along? I hope it's doing well. All right. Basically, I just got on this live just to shoot this video real quick because I think it's really important for you to honor your gut feeling like that about the warning signs about people, especially in this day and age. And I wanted to validate that for you if you're not trusting your own ability to notice these things. That's why I got on this live just to talk about that. All right, thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Bye.